Hey, what's going on, folks? There's a whole lot of these 3-minute introductions. There's a whole lot of them. I guess Godzilla is not as popular as some of these other folks, but yo, what are we here for? We're here to cover Ultraman. Yo, I'm a Green Ranger fan. I started watching Tokusatsu once to be a Kamen Rider, where it was awakened in the back of my cortex. I think a cortex is an eye, so that's the wrong way to be smart. But long story short, I knew I watched Masked Rider as a kid because Masked Rider and Power Rangers had a combination. But the Kamen Rider fans has rejected Masked Rider, but that's where I am. So we're going down memory lane and getting introduced to some of the original Japanese products. And now we're jumping into Ultraman. And on my agenda, I have Super Sentai, which I'm going to jump into. So I'm not gonna hold you guys up. I am familiar with Ultraman in the sense where I watched a Ultraman animated project with my child, by the way, so that's pretty good. And yo, the homie was like a baseball player. He took over for his dad. His dad like died fighting some woman kaiju who was like trying to protect her baby or something like that. And now the current Ultraman, who's a baseball player, was trying to defend like this baby kaiju from like the government who's corrupt. And it seems like that Ultraman had a balance where he was fighting the heinous kaiju, but he's not out there to eradicate all kaiju, but just to maintain like the balance between man and like kaiju. That's my understanding from like one movie, and it was pretty dope. So I'm actually open to the nature of Ultraman. I just happen to have only watched one Ultraman franchise, and I always see it like popping up on my TV. Anyways, I know an Ultraman I shouldn't say I know Ultraman reference, but I'm just familiar with the guy. Let's jump into it. Subscribe if you guys like this kind of content. It means the world. This is how we cover content. If you guys are been watching me for a while, you know that this video is edited nicely. With y'all's support, I invest in the products that I'm covering, so things get better, the viewing experience get better. I'm not asking for you guys' money. All I'm asking for is that you subscribe. Drop a comment with a link, including other videos that you guys want me to react to. Thanks.
Series where I, the Toku Professor, introduce Japanese special effects franchises, both prominent and obscure, to new audiences in brief, easy-to-digest, informative videos.
Like
If you're
it.
new to the Tokusatsu genre, this is the series for you.
Tokusatsu.
And if you're already a Toku nerd, these are the perfect videos to share with your friends so they too can learn to appreciate Tokusatsu productions.
Perfect.
With Shin Ultraman's US release date fast approaching, and my biggest video yet, The History of Gamora, an incredibly detailed biography of one of the most popular Ultraman monsters, close to being published, it seems fitting that we'd start this new video series with an introduction to the Ultraman series.
I guess that does make
So
sense.
let's put 3 minutes on the clock and jump right in.
Man is
The creator
efficient.
of Ultraman was Eiji Tsuburaya, the special effects wizard behind Toho's Godzilla films, who pioneered the art of suitmation, a filmmaking technique in which human actors portray giant creatures by wearing elaborate monster suits and moving slowly through scale model scenery. While continuing to work for Toho, Tsuburaya established his own special effects studio in 1963 and began to produce a TV show, which would become Ultra Q.
Ultra
Initially
Q.
conceived as a Twilight Zone-like production.
That's actually pretty dope. It made something so underappreciated suddenly appreciated, but like they had a whole team like dedicated to this. Large man, small village or regular village.
Monsters like those of the Godzilla series, the show would end up focusing nearly entirely on the popular giant creatures known as Kaiju in Japan, and was a big success. Because of this, the Tokyo Broadcasting System requested Tsuburaya create a follow-up. The show that followed would prove to be an even bigger hit. Ultraman began airing in July of 1966 and featured a giant alien superhero named, well, Ultraman, a being from Nebula M78, aka the Land of Light, with numerous abilities at his disposal and a timer on his chest which began to blink when the hero was low on energy. Ultraman fought Kaiju in evil which began to blink when the hero was low on energy.
It's me seeing how the man got into the suit, but I'm gonna let it go.
Ultraman fought Kaiju and evil aliens alongside a team of humans called the Science Patrol, one of whom was secretly able to transform into the enormous hero.
Oh!
One of whom was secretly able to transform
Of
into the enormous
course.
hero. 39 episodes
I thought he was
of
an
the series
alien.
were produced, and many of Japan's most popular kaiju debuted throughout the show's run. The show was so popular that numerous shows involving giant heroes battling monsters.
I feel like Gamora is in the Godzilla franchise. No? I thought he is. So they're talking about Japan's most famous kaiju.
Started popping up everywhere in Japan. Tsuburaya next produced the show with a similar premise called Ultra 7, which, while similar to Ultraman, was originally supposed to be an unrelated story. Ultra 7 proved to be incredibly popular as well. Eiji Tsuburaya would die before another Ultra series entry could be produced. His son, however, revived the franchise in 1971 with Return of Ultraman, which was originally supposed to be about Ultraman coming back to Earth. However, at the last...
Hey guys, thanks for taking the time to watch this particular video. If you are watching now and you haven't subscribed, Lee, that's me, is asking that you do so. If it's your first time here, you guys are doing what I call window shopping. You're deciding if you're gonna follow, and I totally respect that. But if this is your second, your third video, I'm not asking for your money. I'm not asking for you to join Patreon. I'm just asking that you drop a little bit of commitment that helps me grow this channel. What am I interested in? Covering content that you guys are interested, that I'm interested in, engaging with the community, scaling up, doing more of that. I also have an interest in adding my wife to the channel, but I gotta hit a certain threshold for me to be able to make that next leap into content. So please support me. All I'm asking for is that you guys subscribe. Thank you. There's a lot to learn. Ultraman coming back to Earth, a human who turned into Ultraman.
Riot Productions decided to instead introduce a new Ultra being, who would later be given the name Ultraman Jack many years after the show's airing. The original Ultraman...
Oh, wait, what's that?
Who would later be given the name Ultraman Jack.
The pinstripes around the red areas distinguish Jack from the first Ultraman.
Many years after the show's airing. The original Ultraman did appear in the series, however,
that's cool.
along with Ultra 7. When Return of Ultraman concluded, more shows would follow, each featuring a brand new Ultra hero who would often team up with his predecessors.
Dang, you see a slight variation in the costumes.
After Ultraman 80 finished airing in 1981, the show went mostly dormant for the next 16 years, until it was revived with Ultraman.
That's sick. That's sick.
Then a new Ultraman series has aired almost every year up to the modern day.
Wow.
The more modern series have a tendency to reuse well-known kaiju from the original shows, feature a continually developing storyline, as well as younger protagonists, and have become incredibly focused on selling toys to young audiences.
God dang it.
But otherwise, each new show continues to follow a similar formula to the original productions created by Eiji Tsuburaya.
Oh, I want to see the rest of the move.
The Ultra Beings is constantly expanding. It's definitely a series worth watching.
Nice. Look at good action.
This has been the Toku Professor, signing off.
I like this last
the lore
part.
Of the Ultra Beings is constantly
Ultra
expanding.
Beings.
It's definitely a series worth watching, and I hope you'll check it out. This has been the Toku Professor, signing off.
So that was actually good lore. Japan loves its kaiju. So one thing that stood out to me was the line where they talked about Japan's most famous kaiju like appearing and getting like handled. And hold on, where is that name? There is a Godzilla kaiju, right? Named Gamora, right? No, it's an Ultraman. It's specifically an Ultraman kaiju. Okay. I just feel like I know that name. Like I'm so familiar with it, but I guess I don't. So yes, I'm also like a person who likes Godzilla. Like I'm a casual at a lot of things, man. Godzilla's fire, King Kong was fire. So I like the monster verse or the monster universe. That's fire to me. I'm just not necessarily an expert or obsessed in any particular thing. That's why I'm naturally like, oh, I'm inclined to jumping in this. But now with YouTube and as an adult that does content for a living, I can explore all my hobbies or things that I'm inquisitive about. That's actually neat about this golden age as far as the internet goes, even though we actually skipped the golden age. But you know what I'm talking about. The internet is dope. I don't have anything to add about the Ultraman. It was a good video, but I definitely have to watch a more elaborate one. It's 3 minutes. It did the job. So based on what you guys watch, because I'm going to check out the Super Sentai one, I'm going to figure out if I'm going to go further into Ultraman content or go into Super Sentai content. Sometimes I get ahead of myself because I still have a Kamen Rider series which I want to watch, which is Amazon's. I'm settled on that, but it's actually faster for me to watch these videos than to react to an entire series, which I'm going to, but I have to finish up the one that I'm covering right now, which is a Korean variety show. Once I'm finished with that, we're going to Kamen Rider, baby. Thanks for watching this video. Until the next one, you guys know who I am. Subscribe if you haven't. It's free. It helps me produce more content and just cover the things that you guys are interested in. If you have recommendations, please include a link. I'll appreciate it so I don't react to the wrong thing. Peace.
And you know I couldn't stop at just one channel? Consider subscribing to the subsidiary channels for your boy Rock Lee, found in the description of this video. Thank you.